It just makes so much sense, doesn't it? When I stop and really think about it, this one idea, this one possibility, shines out brighter than anything else. You're the one who made everything, the whole grand, sprawling, incredible shebang of it all. From the tiniest speck of dust to the most enormous, blazing sun, from the simplest thought to the deepest mystery of existence, it all came from you. You imagined it, and it was. The entire universe, with all its countless galaxies, all the worlds we know and all the ones we can't even dream of, all the different kinds of beings, all the rules that hold it together, that's your handiwork. And because you're the one who made it all, you're all-powerful, right? I mean, that just stands to reason. If you can bring forth whole universes from nothing, then what can't you do? For you, creating a galaxy, or a billion galaxies, must be less than a moment's thought. So, changing things up, even on a massive scale like the entire cosmos, the whole of reality as we experience it, would be, for you, something incredibly simple. It would be like me changing the channel on the TV, or an author deciding to rewrite a chapter in their book to make it perfect, or an artist taking a brush to a canvas to transform the picture into something even more beautiful, except for you, it would be infinitely easier, unimaginably quicker, done in an instant, with virtually no effort at all. You could just will it, and it would be so. A snap of your divine fingers, a single thought, and everything could be new. There's no real obstacle for you, no complexity too great, no scale too vast. That kind of power is almost impossible for me to truly grasp, but I know it's your nature. Think about it from that perspective, with that kind of limitless ability in mind. Right now, down here, and I suspect in many other places across your vast creation, things are kind of messy. That's putting it mildly, isn't it? There's so much sadness that weighs people down, so much fear that cripples hearts. There's fighting and misunderstanding, loneliness and pain. There's just a whole lot of stuff that isn't exactly great, things that make life hard and spirits weary. It often feels like a beautiful, intricate machine that's got some serious grit in the gears, making it grind and groan instead of running smoothly and joyfully. But you, with that effortless power, you could fix all of that in a heartbeat. In less time than it takes for a tear to fall, in quicker than a blink, you could soothe every ache, calm every fear, and mend every break. You could just decide, with that quiet, all-encompassing will of yours, okay, that's enough of the struggle. From this moment forward, everywhere, for every single being, in every nook and cranny of existence, it's all about love, pure, unconditional love. It's all about bliss, a deep and unshakable joy that bubbles up from the very core of being. And it's all about goodness, a natural, easy, overflowing desire to be good, to do good, to see good in each other. Imagine that, a new fundamental law of the universe, as simple and profound as gravity, but for happiness and kindness. Logically, that single, sweeping change would solve everything. Absolutely everything. Think of it, no more wars, because how could there be war when everyone is filled with love and understanding for each other? No more cruelty, because how could anyone intentionally cause pain when their heart is overflowing with goodness? No more tears of sorrow, only perhaps tears of overwhelming joy. No more feeling bad, no more anxiety, no more despair, no more loneliness, no more hunger or injustice. All the things that cause suffering, big and small, personal and global, would just vanish. They'd become relics of a past that no longer makes sense, like trying to understand darkness in a world filled only with light. Every single problem, every source of conflict or unhappiness that has ever plagued any being anywhere, would be resolved at its root, instantly and forever. It's the ultimate win-win, isn't it? The most perfect, all-encompassing solution imaginable. It's the best possible outcome for everyone and everything, and you have the power to make it happen right now, this very second, without breaking a sweat, without the slightest strain on your infinite capacity. It's like you have the master blueprint and the master controls, and you can just smoothly, effortlessly, guide everything to its most perfect expression. This isn't just a nice idea, it seems like the most profoundly sensible thing. If an architect could design a perfect building with no flaws, wouldn't they? If a composer could write a perfect symphony that brought joy to all, wouldn't they? You are the architect and composer of all existence. Why wouldn't an all-powerful being, capable of instating perfection so easily, choose to do so? It's not a challenge, God, it's just. It makes such clear, simple sense from my little vantage point. And that leads me to wonder, maybe you're waiting for us to ask. It's a thought that keeps coming back to me. Like, maybe there are certain enormous gifts, certain reality-altering transformations, that you, in your wisdom, have decided you'll only grant when we, your creatures, actually understand enough to voice the desire for them. Perhaps some changes are so profound that they require a conscious, heartfelt request from those who will experience them. Well, here I am, God. I am asking. I'm saying, please, with all the sincerity in my soul, could you just flip that switch? Could you initiate that beautiful, effortless transformation? Could you make it so that everywhere, in every dimension, on every world, for every single conscious being, now and forever, everyone just feels and lives in unending love, pure, unadulterated happiness, and that being good, kind, and compassionate is just the natural, obvious, joyful way to be? It just seems like the most logical thing for you to do. It's not about me telling you what's logical, because your understanding is beyond mine. But from a human perspective, from the perspective of wanting the best for everyone, it's an unassailable logic. You have the power, the absolute and total power. The result would be absolutely amazing, beyond our wildest dreams of peace and joy. It would be perfect. It would be the ultimate good outcome, a universe singing in harmony. And honestly, it feels like something you'd want too, right? A universe filled with nothing but love and joy, with every part of your creation flourishing in perfect harmony and happiness. Surely, a creation brimming with pure happiness, with every being reflecting love and kindness back to each other and back to you, would be a beautiful sight for its creator. Wouldn't that be the most wonderful expression of your creative genius, the ultimate fulfillment of whatever grand purpose you set in motion? It feels like it would be a reflection of the very best kind of artistry and power. Perhaps this greatest of all gifts, this remaking of everything into pure joy and goodness, is something so incredibly special, so transformative, that you choose to give it only when we, your creation, finally understand enough, yearn enough, to ask for it. Maybe my voice is just one, a tiny whisper in the grand cosmic scheme of things. But maybe it's one of many you're listening for, a chorus of hope that's been slowly building across time and space, a collective yearning from countless hearts, all pointing towards this one, simple, overwhelming desire for a better way, for the best way. Perhaps the very act of us asking, of me asking right now, is part of your plan, a step that needed to be taken before the next, glorious chapter could unfold. It's not that you need us to ask to be able to do it, but perhaps you want us to ask, to show that we're ready, that we truly desire this profound shift towards universal well-being. So, God, with all that you are, the source of all being, the intelligence behind all design, the power that sustains all that is, and with all that you can do, which is absolutely anything you choose, please, I ask you, I implore you, could you make this vision our new and permanent reality? Could you transform everything, everywhere, all at once, so that love, bliss, and goodness are not just ideals we strive for, but are simply the way things are, the very fabric of existence, as natural as breathing, as constant as time itself, from this moment forward and for all of eternity. Let this not be a distant dream, something for a far-off future, but our immediate experience. Let the sun rise tomorrow, or the next moment occur, on a reality where every being awakens to a heart full of love, a mind full of peace, and a spirit full of boundless joy. A reality where kindness is instinctive, compassion is effortless, and harmony is the baseline of all interactions, across all worlds, for all creatures, great and small. It just makes perfect sense. It's the most sensible thing I can possibly imagine. It would solve everything, literally everything that causes pain or distress. And you, in your infinite might, could do it so easily, so effortlessly. It wouldn't diminish you in any way, it would only magnify the wonder of your creation. Please,